Hello everyone, I'm Dmitry Gerasimov, CEO of DimLabs. Today we have our traditional AMA stream. Here are the topics we'll cover today. First, I'll talk about ConfCall, our video conference tool, what we have done so far, and show you what it looks like. Then I will discuss the subject of the mobilization in Russia as well. A hot topic, I know. Then there will be some news from the development team, what we have done in the time since the last stream. And we'll give some tales on staking, most important for you, I know, the status of the staking site and what to expect in the future. Okay, let's go. Last week, our smart contract for LP staking passed the audit. No bugs or vulnerabilities were found. Everything good. But we are now working on new improvements to the contract because it did not take into account differences in price between different pools. We saw this problem only when we deployed it on the mainnet and tested it. Unfortunately, we just noticed it after deploy. So we returned back this to development team. I don't think that it will take a lot of time to fix this. Don't want to say how much exactly, but I believe nearest time we'll see it updated because everything is ready for this to launch. Then the next update related with staking, more related with single token staking, is breach. Yes, we rerun breach from ERC20 and BIP20 to our native CF20 protocol. It's relaunched and is running on a new engine. It's ready, it's working. Right now you can test it. It's now faster and more stable than the one before. It works for all the tokens we have announced. Delayed transaction are already been pushed. You can check. If you have problem, write to our support team and we will help. Right now we are launching single token staking. Today we are doing the final test and then everything will be ready. Right now team is working hard with this. Last updates shows that's so far so good. I also don't think that we will take a lot of time to finish this. At least Breach is working right now. You could test it, and it was a key moment for the single token staking on our native protocol. Maybe you remember we had some issues with consensus, with transaction passing through, with synchronization. All these issues are solved now, so you can just run it, test. Still, there are some troubles on macOS, as I heard, but on other platforms, all is good. Okay, a little bit about what is single token staking. Some people asking what is this? How does single token staking work in the Cellframe network? It works like staking. You stake and lock your tokens just without pair. You just lock your Cell token and lock it on our native protocol, not on ERC20, not on BIP20, only in CF20. So single token staking works only on native protocol. For rewards, we issue 1 million cell tokens. 1 million cell tokens total will be shared by all stakers, and they will receive a special non-tradable token called NCell. It's not for trading. These tokens can later be delegated to enable you to launch your own node. So it's step forward and bring us closer to full functional mainnet. That's also why we were focused on this a lot, because first steps were related with synchronization, with the consensus, and how it works with bridge. By the way, I personally tested it. It worked well for me. And then token delegation with MCell. Right now we should have it happens right now. While we are streaming, it goes non-fork. How to say it? Non-forked upgrade without fork. Forkless upgrade. Sorry, forkless upgrade for MCell token. And after this upgrade, I think everything should be ready for single token staking. And it's half of works that we need to for launch your own node. And rewards for single token staking can be withdrawn anytime. Also, some details about staking development. We have improved the code of the staking site. Now it's easier and more convenient to use. We added a function to check the connection between the staking site and your wallet. If there is no connection, a notification will appear. Most important for Cellframe dashboard. The new token pairs have been added to the staking site, the same tokens that we listed in our tokenomics. So everything is ready on site for LP staking. Then we fixed bugs in the updated statistics section and added a list of single token stakes, and you can now customize the style of graphics. Okay, some news from the dev team. First, about the Cellframe dashboard, you can now select a time period to display transaction history in the TX Explorer tab. Now the network you select stays the same when you move to a new tab. Inputting text into the DEX tab now works correctly. In the setting tabs, you can now choose a version of your node. It can be done in the top panel. By the way, maybe if you're reading our socials, you know that we released new version of the Cellframe dashboard. It's 2.9. It's still updating, and this is full functional for single token stacking. So now Cellframe dashboard has all functions for single token stacking and a little more. And I'm personally really satisfied with the dashboard. Yes, there are still some issues in Node that's built in this dashboard software, but dashboard itself, I like it. Hope you too. If not, please inform us. Our support team will do something. Next topic about development of conf call. It's not related directly with our blockchain products, because conf call could be used without any information of blockchain, but blockchain users are also interested. Why? Because conf call will use our fork resources, and everyone could bring up so-called heavy restream plugin to provide your GPU and CPU resources. By the way, it will be more about utilization of your GPU resources. Maybe if you were mining Ethereum, now it's merged and became proof of stake, and your video card now doesn't bring you any profit. Maybe I think in nearest time we can suggest something that could replace Ethereum mining, at least partially. So on other side of the service, it will be a conf call application. It will be decentralized, very fast video conference to service. We designed it to be able to host calls with a larger number of participants. There are a few different formats of conference calls, lecture, meeting, debate. Maybe we'll be added a little more in the rest time. There are different functions assigned to speakers and features that can create an effect of full immersion. It tracks when you turn your head in the direction of another person, simulates real space for sounds, and cancel out the noise from other conversation around you. So you could just turn your head to a person in relation to another person, and your sound became louder for him. Now we are working on the interface because backend, at least MVP version of backend is done. We added a top panel for searching inside application, created menu for changing the user status, and some more improvements. I'm looking forward for first MVP to show you how it works, how it looks like. Next topic, hot topic, mobilization in Russia. If you follow the news, you probably heard there is a Patel mobilization in Russia right now. This is not really related to news about our company, but a lot of questions are coming about this. So I decided to say something about it. We are not going anywhere or relocating. We are still based in Akademgorodok and continue to build our products in our offices at the Technopark here. According to the new laws, employees of IT companies are exempt from the mobilization. We have already submitted list of employees to the Ministry of Defense, so don't worry about this. Of course, the atmosphere in the country is tense. Everybody is talking about it. But the work is still there, it needs to be done. That's life. We are here. We are Cell, we are here. We publish our own internal newsletter, invite remote workers to visit us and work in the office, and organize corporate events for our employees. Right now, we have a lot of calls with new partners connected with at the Blockchain Live conference in Moscow earlier this month. Also, we are moving to switch from corporate development to community-driven development. I am deep in negotiations with a few crypto enthusiasts teams, and we have plans to share network fees or other forms of decentralized income. We want to make some kind of DAO and let developers directly suggest their improvements and lead development process. I don't want to make this project as our property. It shouldn't be a local project. It shouldn't be property of DimLabs era. It should be property of you, of community. It should be community's property. It should be Commonwealth. So and this will be best defend from any risks, from mobilization in Russia, mobilization, I don't know, in USA or everywhere else. World is complicated. Crisis is spreading over the world. We don't know what happens next, and we cannot just move our team to another country and be safe. Who knows what happens in this another country? So key is decentralization, like financial decentralization, like development decentralization. When you have no center, you cannot be can be injured, and your process will not be broken. Okay, I think I have answered on this. And then weather in Novosibirsk. Here are some photos of snow in Novosibirsk and Akadem. This is what late September looks like for us this year. That's Siberia. We are living here. Okay, now let's go to questions that you have sent. And the first question: does Cellframe support forkless upgrades? Yes, it does, and first forkless upgrade happens right now. We call this mechanism decrease. It will be It's some kind of data that we put on blockchain, and it changes logic of ledger or blockchain itself. So we don't need forks for this. Next question. How is Cellframe impacted by the current worldwide crisis? Do you have a way to protect, relocate your business in the event of an emergency? I just answered before. We have ways to exclude such requirements for relocation or protection of our business because of crisis. Projects should not be impacted by our business. Our business and our project should be splitted. I think project must be a community-driven project, and it will be the best protection from any crisis. You, our community, it's our best protection. The next question. Next question about the CF20 protocol. Will exchange like Gate.io and future listings support the CF20 protocol? We would love to see the CF20 protocol for its speed and low fees. Yes, of course, but we need first to complete full functional mainnet. After this, after we run bidirectional bridge, just change current bridge in two directions. Then yes, we'll communicate. By the way, we already communicated with exchange about this, and they're waiting for mainnet. Well, mainnet. After this, we'll run CF20 for sure. Okay, and the last question from you. From list of percent questions. How much cell will be locked for 2 slot on paired chain, include KLVPN and conf call? Minimum is 150,000 of cell for one slot, so it will be 300,000. But it's a minimal level. If you lock more, it will be more. Okay, now let's see what happens in YouTube chat. What questions are you sending right now? The first like is mine, Rio de Janeiro. Hello everyone from Brazil. When are smart contracts ready? Smart contracts now shifted a little after current stake issuers. I think we'll run smart contracts after full functional mainnet. So first we need to over this. By the way, it depends from what happens next. Right now we switched all our developers from that were working with smart contracts. Now they're also involved in works with mainnet running. Staking mostly over, so they are focusing on mainnet launch. And nearest time we'll hire a few more developers, and I told before about community driven development. Right now I am in negotiations with different communities, and maybe some of them will be interested in on the smart contracts development. If so, smart contracts will be issued will be released before. So about smart contracts, I will have information nearest week or two, let's say so. Nearest common call I will have about 6 October. So after 6 October, I will have more information about community driven development. Okay, is the staking today possible? Possible. Right now it's on a testing stage, on the last stage of checking checks, but I cannot promise. So let's wait and see what's going on. At least current software is ready for staking. So next. Okay. Days. Close. So reward for from staking won't be in native token. No, it will be in native token. On all rewards only in native tokens. So new token is reward which cannot be traded. It could be traded inside native network. However, it couldn't be bridged nearest few months outside the native protocols until we'll finish full functional mainnet. After this, bridge became bidirectional, and you could withdraw your reward, sell it if you want. Are there any promises delivered today? Bridges delivered. Single staking depends from team. Look, when I promise something, it's a summary of promises from other team. I'm proxying them. It's because I am CEO. I have no direct connection to mind of all developers. So I asked them, what we have, what's the situation we have? They answers, everything is good. We are going to release nearest few days. I answer, okay, we'll release the next week or next 2 weeks. Then I tell you, then pass in 2 weeks, and happen what happens. However, most of things that guys promised personally to me, they done it. And right now, let me check what happens. Okay, something works, something not. So let's wait. I'm not sure that will happen today. Let's wait. We'll tell you when it happens for sure. Okay. Right. Our efforts are not on any of the stuff. You are right. Can we stake right now? If not, then how much weeks will it take? Please let us know. Thanks. As I said before, it's hard to predict how much time it will take, but I don't think it's about weeks. More likely, we will not say anything. Soon. It will be really soon. It's right now we are not adding any additional functions, at least for single token staking. We are fixing bugs related with it. Okay. Oh, Dmitry, are you planning trips to other countries for conferences? Yes, I am planning to visit Kazakhstan in November, maybe somewhere else in this winter, depends from situation in world. Hi, do you talk to other projects like Cell? How will you market yourself to get public attention? Other projects like Cell, they compete with us usually. So yes, we can talk with them, but they usually they don't suggest anything useful. How many team workers are working on Cell? About 15. We are from Saudi Arabia. We are supporting and believe the project and the team. Thank you for your support, I appreciate it. Hi everyone from Saudi Arabia. Any plan for a dedicated wallet for Android? Yes. Cellframe dashboard is designed to be ported on Android. We just need to over its UX, and that's all I believe. Okay, I think it was all the questions from you. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for all your questions. I appreciate a lot your support for all your warm words. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you next time. We are Cell. We are here.